Okay, here we go. Okay, we're back on, man. All right, welcome back. This is Jack and Hyatt's little podcast here. It's first time back in what, 2, 3 weeks now? How long has it been since the last time we went up?
I think I uploaded that video in, I want to say late February, early March, so about 2 months or 2 weeks, 2 month, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, somewhere in there. English, I am very good at it.
Yeah, it sounded like you just had a stroke. Um, yeah, it's been a while. That's what we're trying to get at. It is my fault.
God damn it, Jack.
Yeah. Well, so I have a computer and I'm the one who I'm kind of the center base of these videos. I have to have internet and I have to have these certain things so I can do this. So originally we had a video about censorship that we were going to upload. Uh, it wasn't political. It wasn't, me and Eric were actually talking during that, and we were saying this is about as political as we want to get with it. Um, and we had a book cover for our background, and for some reason we don't know why. I tried contacting YouTube. They didn't talk to me, but they said that we had copyright material in our video, and the only thing that I could think of was maybe the book cover, like what Eric said in his video. But I tried removing that, tried putting a different background on it, tried doing a different thumbnail, tried all different sorts of things, didn't end up working. So I was like, okay, well, when I go over to my folks' place, maybe I can get something out there explaining why that happened. Well, I went over there, there's no internet over there. Actually, Eric, you know the beach house we're talking about?
Yeah.
So they actually got Starlink like 3 days ago.
Oh, all right.
Yes, like right after I left. So they may have internet when I go back. We'll see if that works, ends up working. Um, so yeah, I went over to my folks' place and I didn't have internet, so I couldn't upload anything. And, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Sorry me. I'm just making up excuses pretty much. I probably could have uploaded something if I really, tried, but I mean, I was trying to relax. I had a week off for break, and you know, actually, me and Eric and another buddy of ours, we went to my place. Actually, we packed up for spring break and ran over here to Waco and ran around here for a little bit. We were gonna record something, but let's just say we forgot, and there was substances at play, and anyway, we didn't get to it.
Well, when you say substances, I hope you're not talking about abuse.
Heroin. We're doing
Oh, yeah,
heroin.
definitely heroin, crack, all of it.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Meth.
Yeah. Uh,
100%.
what else? Um, anyway, we didn't end up doing it. Forgot about it. Uh, so it leads us to here today. And actually, I got a new computer too, so hopefully this is, I, don't- I don't know, maybe the graphics are a bit better, or, something, I don't know. I doubt this has anything to do with that, but you know, uh, anyway, so that's kind of what happened. Uh, Once again, probably could have done it, but I mean, we're so small right now. I doubt anyone really cares that much. No one's bawling that we're not posting something.
Yeah, like what? Fucking at most maybe 7 views a video or a podcast.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah.
You get
Um,
twice that in fucking shorts, dude.
yeah. Speaking
You
of
get three
that,
times.
speaking of that, that kind of leads us into our next thing. So, uh, where we're going for this, right? Me and Eric talked for maybe, I don't know, short time, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, maybe about kind of our ideas with what we want to do from here on out, uh, going into this. So our opinions on this change like pretty much every other day, right? Because I mean, just look at the background of our videos. Like originally it was a still image, right? And I thought, oh man, it
It's
looks
kind of
terrible.
boring.
It's boring. So then
Yay.
we yeah, so then we went over to AI generated like GIFs, right? And I thought that that looked shitty and it didn't end up working that well. So now, excuse me, now we're doing, or I'm doing Minecraft in the background, and I'll play some other stuff too.
Ignore the screams in his basement.
Man, you can't hear that from way up here. Anyway,
Whoa, man. You just confirmed it.
anyway, I mean,
You
our
pretty
videos are gonna
sure?
be changing a lot. We're kind of learning while we're going. Uh, so let's talk about our uploading stuff. So what we're gonna probably end up doing is me and Eric talked about this for, I mean, it was short, so it's probably gonna change, but we're looking at roughly bi-weekly. Each of us will upload a video or a review or a discussion with ourselves, right? So that can be anything from talking about boots to flashlights to just talking, right? And it's going to be just one of us, or maybe both, but you're going to actually see what we're doing. It's not going to be uh podcast style where you're just looking at, well, right now it's video game stuff, but you'll actually be able to see us and what we're doing with our hands, and like we'll show you what we're talking about. So we're talking about doing that bi-weekly, and then with these podcasts, we're looking to do weekly and shorts. Where I'm shorts and Instagram reels. I'm thinking about it. There's some stuff that I want to do there, but I need to figure out how to get the videos off my computer and either put them onto my phone so I can do it that way and upload them through there, like cut out little shorts, or do it purely on the computer. I just have to figure out what the best way is to do it, and I got some ideas with that. So yeah, that's kind of what we're thinking right now for uploading and content from here on out. And you got anything to add to that, Eric? Or
Not really. I mean, it's pretty much everything I would have said.
okay. Uh, so yeah, that was kind of our or my sorry speech, for lack of better words.
Somebody
So
give him some sympathy so he can shut up.
do what?
Said somebody give him some sympathy so he can shut up.
Yeah, like anyone's gonna give me sympathy. Come on.
Oh, we're
Um,
so sorry for you, Jack.
yeah, I'm sure you are. I'm
I
sure
really
you're
couldn't care
just,
less.
huh?
I couldn't care less.
Yeah, exactly.
He's
Um,
my best friend, by the way. Yep,
yeah, I mean, yeah. Anyway, let's
definitely not
go.
something else.
Yeah,
Fuck was that?
yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, anyway. Uh,
yeah, he's a bitch.
whoa, coming at me with hard words, man.
I mean, ain't no lie if it's true.
Have you looked in the mirror recently?
I don't know. I mean, I've seen your fucking mirrors covered in fucking stains,
What do you mean?
covered in stains of your ugliness.
I was about to say my mirror's clean. What are you talking about? All right,
Shit, motherfucker.
let's get into kind of boots and whatnot. What have we
Main
missed so
focus.
far? What have we missed so far since we went on since I took my uh let's call it
Leave of absence.
vacation. Since I took my vacation.
Definitely not incompetence.
Yeah. So actually I was on Instagram the other day and I saw Nick's pulled out some like zero drop like hiking boots, right? And I went onto their website because I actually want to buy it's probably gonna be the Jim Green zero Jim Green, what are they called? The African Ranger
Yeah,
barefoot boot. I'm probably gonna buy that. So and the reason why is because I've had barefoot boots before, but they were made out of fabric and stuff, and they get torn up pretty easily.
not very great
Um,
materials at all.
yeah, and I was not treating these good.
No, you're
I
treating them
was,
like a boot.
yeah, I was treating them worse than a boot, to be honest. I mean, a boot,
Abuse.
I'll take care of to an extent. These, I just, you know, I got fish blood and salt water and scraping them up against rocks, and they were my fishing boots slash kind of like they were my beach boots, right? So I'll go down to the beach with them, I'll go fishing, I'll go uh
Peter's really.
shell looking, do whatever. That's what I use the boots for, right? And I mean, I tore them up. They actually they lasted a lot longer than I expected. They were I believe they were the Lems boots. Lems. Let me look that up real quick. I think they're Lems boots. Uh, let's see here. Uh, yeah, they were Leme Lems boots, and they were shoot. They have all different styles now. Well, I bought these at Goodwill. They were cheap, so
Well, no
But
wonder why we got destroyed quickly.
yeah, yeah, but mine were a navy blue canvas with brown leather on them, and man, I loved them boots. I'd go everywhere in them. School, they were. I only had them for a couple of months, so by the end of their life, I was in Corpus for 3 or 4 months, and I mean, you can ask Eric. I mean, I go fishing pretty much every day when I'm down there.
It's an unhealthy obsession.
It's not even an obsession. It's just something to do. 'Cause anyway, so I used them like crazy over there, and I loved them. Uh, and they lasted what 9 months overall, pretty good. Anyway, I want to get another pair, but I want them to be leather, and I want them to be a taller boot. Specifically for stingrays, because a lot of these stingrays out here, I'm not catching huge ones, and if I'm catching huge ones, I'm breaking off the barb, right? But these smaller ones, I wouldn't be afraid to go up to a smaller one and step on the barb with a boot on as long as the boot has a little bit of leather because these barbs aren't crazy big. I mean, I, anyway, I'd like to have leather, not canvas, in between me and a stingray. And
Yeah, between
also,
you and fucking Steve Irwin's fate.
yeah, no, exactly. But these are small, and if it's a big one, I'm breaking off the barb. I'm not even messing it with it. But these smaller ones, their barbs, their protection. I believe they grow them back, the barbs. Don't quote me on that, but I believe they do. But I mean, the barbs are what, half an inch thick, or not thick, long. So, I mean, uh, I'm not too afraid of them. And, just don't be stupid around them. Don't, treat them with respect. Um, Anyway, long story short, I want a leather barefoot boot I can take out there and do whatever the hell I want. Um, because that'll probably be my hiking boot. It'll be a bit of everything boot. Driving, because they're comfortable. I don't know if y'all have ever been in like barefoot style shoes, but I love it. I know at the beach, I don't know if Eric noticed it or not, but when we went and had that party at the beach, I mean, I was barefoot a good amount of time. I love being barefoot. Um, which is
As
kind of,
gay as it sounds, that is like the was one of the many things I've noticed.
you have noticed that?
Yeah, you were wearing those boots, weren't you? When we
I
went
was
that
actually,
went
yeah,
shark tripping.
I had them. I had them then.
Yeah,
I got rid of them. Shoot, they've actually I've only haven't had them for like a month or two. That's
yeah,
weird to think about. It feels like it's been a lot longer. I loved them. I wore them all the time. Um,
yeah. You specifically pointed that out to me that yeah, that's what you were wearing.
yeah, dude, I love them. I mean, I don't know what it is, but they're amazing. Anyway, I want to get some more, and I was looking at Jim Green, and I believe that theirs are 8 inches tall. They're
What's that voice crack for?
do what?
That voice crack you had at the end.
Did I voice crack?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even notice. Um,
What?
uh, so anyway, the Jim Green barefoot, or what are they, African Ranger boots? They're
Yeah.
running roughly 300 or 350. It's been a while since I've looked at them. You remember what they were?
The price?
Yeah, I think they're like 300, 350-ish, somewhere around there.
They're around 350 last I checked.
Okay, yeah, so that it's a decently expensive pair of boot. It's not crazy expensive, but that's not something to scuff at, 350 bucks.
Yeah.
And these are
It is handmade, so
handmade and it's pure leather,
that adds to it.
and it's kind of cool, because me and Eric, we both like this Rose Anvil guy. He kind of collaborated on it, so it's kind of cool. Um, anyway, so
Not shilling the shit, by the way.
do what?
Not shilling the shit, by the way.
Chilling, what's that?
Like promoting and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
no, I mean,
shilling the plug.
we're just talking about it, talking about what we've missed and kind of
Yeah.
I mean, this stuff
Long story
interests me.
short, it spikes our interest.
Yeah. So anyway, so the Jim Greens are about 350 bucks. The Knicks, I looked online and they're running about 550 bucks base, you know,
That
and
sounds about right for Knicks.
and you know, that's base model. That's like the 6 inch tall, nothing crazy on it, which, you know, you if I if I get one of them boots, I'm gonna get, the fancy leather, and you're gonna pick out the fancy laces, and you're gonna pick out the fancy sole, and it's gonna come out to probably 650, right? So it's I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm sold on that. That seems kind of steep. I've never owned a pair of Knicks. I'm getting a pair here in a little bit, and they were more than $600. But I mean, for barefoot boot shoes, I mean, there are barefoot boots, but for barefoot boots, man, I mean, man, that's expensive. I mean, because pretty much what these are is they're just really robust socks, right? That's what they are. You're not supposed to have any support. You're not supposed to, it's supposed to be like you're wearing a leather sock, to make it
Technically
feel.
speaking, isn't that any kind of footwear that's not a boot?
No, because they still have structure. Barefoot boots have no structure. That's their whole thing.
Uh, not
So,
even Crocs.
yeah, Crocs still have arch support.
I
So,
had no idea. The fuck?
yeah, so they're not considered a barefoot boot or a barefoot shoe. But they do have the wide toe box, and uh I don't know if they're level with the ground. I don't know. They may have a little bit of a slant. Anyway, um, but $600 or what is it? $550 for a leather sock. I mean, that's some money, man. I mean, but these, it's a good brand. It's American. Jim Green, South African, I believe.
Yeah.
And
So that's a lot more cheaper naturally
yeah,
because it's a foreign product, at least here in the U.S.
yeah, and there's a lot more options with the Knicks, but I don't know, man. I let me get my Knicks in. Maybe I'm just frustrated at Knicks because how long it's taken me to get the darn boots. Uh, Probably not, but anyway, let me get these in, and then we'll see how how I stand on Knicks because right now they're kind of big what if, I'm not entirely
Yeah.
sure.
Well,
Um,
that's with any new product you get. It's yeah, I don't know much about. It's always a what if.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You just gotta be willing to take that chance and go get the product and try it out for yourself.
yeah,
And if it's not, then maybe you wasted a bunch of money, but hey, at least you know not to go get more of that product anymore.
yeah, yeah. That's true. I don't know, but every YouTube, whatever that I see talk about Knicks are always,
They're
oh,
always
this is
biased.
amazing. Oh, this is crazy good. Blah 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 blah. Which I
Yeah,
don't
some
doubt.
of them are getting paid off too on top of that. So
Oh yeah, but I mean, I'm sure that it's like I'm sure that it's really good, but I just don't. I don't know.
right.
Anyway, um,
I've got a question about those barefoot Knicks boots though. My
okay.
question is so I remember with the Jim Green African Trooper boots, it was supposed to be like a heritage style barefoot mix, right?
Hmm.
So my question is with the Knicks boots, consider that Knicks is a heritage style boot company that also makes Western boots. My
Hmm.
question is their barefoot boot essentially like that as well, a heritage barefoot mix?
Um, to be honest, they're right here. Let me tell you. So just by looking at them, they look like what's it called? The Builder Pro. Is that what Nick's like trademark or like their most known boot, the Builder Pro, right? Um,
I'm not too sure.
okay, I believe it's the Builder Pro. It's either I get JK's and Nick's kind of mixed up. I know JK's is the OT, uh,
Oh yeah.
and then Nick's I believe is the Builder Pro. Anyway, it's like their main boot they sell. Um, it looks like that, but a flat sole.
Okay.
So and this one has the picture that they upload on Instagram. It has that like cushion, like foam cushion thing at the top of the ankle.
Right.
Um,
I remember you saying that was kind of like a deal breaker for you of sorts.
yeah, I don't want that specifically because I don't know what it's made out of, but it's probably made out of like a foam or some sort of material to like soften, the pressure on the back of your leg, right? But my problem with that is I'm gonna be wearing these I mean, I'm gonna be jumping into the ocean with these on, and they're gonna get wet through and through, and they're gonna get beat up. So that foam will just fill up with water, and then they'll start mildewing, and they'll start
Yeah,
breaking down, smell
you don't want a
bad.
wet boot.
Yeah,
That's going to that could get you killed.
yeah.
That's not what you want.
Well, a wet boot's fine for me. I just throw it by the fireplace before I go to sleep, and it's dry in the morning.
Yeah,
Um. Anyway, I know that they have an option where there is no foam up there because I actually went online and was looking at not getting them, but looking at them, looking at the different options. And like they have bison leather that you can pick from. It's a lot more there's a lot more stuff you can do with it. It's not just a set in stone type thing like Jim Green's is.
that's customizable boot. So
Yeah.
that's what you get with bigger companies, I guess.
Uh, I mean, smaller
Unless,
companies do have
well,
that stuff. I mean,
yeah.
I'm sure that Jim Green, if they were feeling nice that day or whatever, they can. My only thing with the
Jim
Jim,
Green does have a little bit of customization with their southern boots.
yeah, my only thing is I'd want a 10 or 12-inch tall boot, and they have an 8-inch tall, which I'm cool with, but I'd rather it be a 10 or 8-inch
Right.
because it's like these what are they
Like
called? The
like with like a
Thorogoods they
rain
have.
boot, right?
Sorry, say that again.
Like kind of like with a rain boot of sorts.
Uh,
Like at least
yeah,
the height wise.
yeah, yeah, exactly. My whole thinking is I have these. I said I think they're third. Let me check. They're right here. These are what can yeah, Thorogood. Yeah, so these Thorogoods I have are 8 inches tall,
Right.
and I have or I had a pair of so my Red Wings, right? They were 10 inches tall, and those felt crazy supported of my feet. Like I could walk anywhere and I would not roll an ankle in those things. But these, I mean, like I'm not gonna roll an ankle in these. They're tall enough. I mean, I feel good in them, but it's not the same level of stability that the Red Wings had at that height. So I would prefer it. That's the only thing that that Jim Green doesn't have. And I'm sure if I asked or, I'm sure that if they could do it, it's just I don't know Jim Green. I've never went through him or anything. It's like
I
Knicks.
mean, you could contact them and kind of like do
Oh
like
yeah.
customer support or something.
And I'm gonna do that uh if I decide to buy these boots, which I need a money, kind of
Yeah.
iffy right now with
I mean,
me.
hell, what's stopping you from just going to their Instagram and talking to their fucking Instagram manager?
Well, yeah, but I don't want to do that
Let me
without
speak to your
buying.
manager.
Yeah, and then me not buy a boot. Like, come on. Like, let me speak. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I'll do it. I'll get 'em if I decide that I want to get Jim Green boots. Uh, And it could change. I could want Knicks by the time I save up enough money, or I could want uh any other brand. It matters at the time. But if I decide to go with Jim Green, I'll contact them and see if that's something they can do. I know that they had some custom boots that I was actually thinking about buying instead of the Knicks boots just because of price. But I ended up not doing that because they discontinued this type of construction or not construction, look that I wanted. It was a very they have very bulbous styles for like the toe box. They have very bulbous styles and very like narrow styles. And this one was in between, but they got rid of it. So I ended up going with Knicks purely because of that. Um and before well I decided to go to Knicks because of that, but White's was in the running too. JKs were in the run. All them brands were in the running. I just decided on Knicks purely because it's a well-known brand, and White's weight was like crazy. I forget it was like
You said it
crazy
was
compared to
like
Knicks.
you said it was like 5 years or something, right?
No, not 5 years. It was
Oh
like
no, sorry, not 5 years, like year or two, right?
yeah, it was like
Yeah,
a year and a half to 2 years or something.
yeah, that's too
And
long.
and Knicks right now it's saying uh like a couple of months to like just under a year. So, I mean, it's way less time. Um, and I'm 19, so I could here in 2 years, I'm probably not even going to be living at the same place. It wouldn't be smart for me to buy a boot that I have to
Right.
wait 2 years for. So
Smarter to
that
just get a more permanent residence for first before you do something like that.
exactly, and there's other reasons too, which I'm not going to go into. This is not the video for that. Um, but yeah, Knicks, their barefoot boot. I don't know, man. If I end up really liking these these that I just bought, the Overlanders from Knicks, then I'll probably really consider the barefoot Knicks instead of the Jim Green. Just because of options, they have crazy options at Knicks. Have you seen some of their stuff? I mean,
Oh, I've seen a lot of their stuff.
they
Because
have like
I follow them
bright
on Instagram.
red. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
I've seen all their different types of leathers. I've seen all their different other products like their
Belts,
their
all that stuff.
belts, their fucking their engineer boots,
Yeah,
their
I'm I
cowboy
actually
boots.
I'm actually looking at a pair right now.
I'm
Um,
looking at all of them.
hmm. I Well, I'm not looking at buying. I'm looking on my phone right now.
Yeah.
Um, but these engineer boots, what I like about them is they got the freaking toe cap. I couldn't get a toe cap for some reason on the Overlanders. I'm sure if I called and asked, hey, can I get a toe cap on these boots that don't need a toe cap? I'm sure that they'll give it to me, but I
Why
mean,
the hell you want to?
anyway, all right, let's get back. Let me talk. Let me get back on. All right, this is the second time the video went out. So I just restarted it. We're back to here it says days played 0. So I just restarted the video. I don't know what's going on. I'll figure it out. Um
Disappointment, Jack.
hey, it's first time I'm doing this. We're just we'll see how it goes. I got some kinks I gotta work out.
Ooh, got
Uh
some boots, huh?
oh yeah. Um
A
anyway,
latex suit, huh?
nah. Um what were we talking what were we talking about? We were talking about uh oh, the engineer boots and the toe cap. So
Yeah.
yeah. So the toe cap, I wanted a toe cap on my Overlanders, but they didn't give it to or they didn't have an option for it. I'm sure if I asked, they probably would have given it to me, but I didn't
Gave
really
it.
given it to me. I didn't really care all that much, to be honest. It just looked cool. I mean, there's no reason for me to put a toe cap on that boot. I'm not going to be, well, I am going to be crawling on concrete with them, but I mean, the leather, I mean, there's no reason for me to have it. It's just purely for looks. And I don't know. I kind of like the idea of a soft toe. I got some, or I had some thorough good boots that were soft toe. These are steel toe, and I'm not. I don't like. Steel toe is not an everyday boot for me. I don't like that stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Somebody who has to
Um,
wear steel toe boots every day for work. They're they're not that great. I mean,
yeah, and I
they
have
get
to too.
comfortable
I mean,
over
you
time.
under, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, you understand. Everyone understands.
yeah.
They're
First,
they're
put them on in the morning. They're tight as fuck. Later out through the day, they get a little better, a little looser. That's only if they're like broken in.
yeah, but I mean, I don't know, a boot that has no hard toe in it. If it's a soft toe boot, it's going to be more comfortable for me at least than
Yeah,
a uh than something with a hard toe in it.
yeah. Especially if it's like the winter.
Yeah, because those things get cold. That's
Oh,
what
I would
composite's
know. Yeah.
for. Composite supposedly fix that, which I have composite. That's what these are because I'm working with electricity. I can't have steel toe.
I gotta
Um,
get rid of myself a pair of composites.
yeah. Uh,
Yeah, when it
be
snowed
careful,
outside.
man. Be
Mhm.
careful, because my buddy, he had composite toe boots, and I I remember we were getting ready to go into history class. This was like ninth or 10th grade, maybe, early high school. Anyway, uh, he was saying, "Oh yeah, man, these are crazy good boots. I mean, they're the composite toe. He wasn't bragging, but he was like, "Oh yeah, man, these are supposedly way stronger than steel." And I was like, "Ah, I don't know, man." And he was like, "Yeah, go ahead, stomp on them." And I was like, "What? Yeah,
You
stomp on
broke
them."
your fucking composite toe.
To put it in reference, I was probably 240 at the time,
You're
right?
already a big motherfucker as is.
Yeah, and I had some cowboy boots, right?
Man.
With a leather heel stack, and
Oh god.
I stomped on his toe with the um with the heel, and I stomped on it pretty hard. I didn't put all my like I didn't try as hard as I could, but I put some weight on it, and I just heard a crunch, and like this is right before we have to walk into the class. I just hear a crunch and Evan scream, "Ow!"
Wait, that was Evan?
It was Evan.
Oh, no
He
wonder why you got a pair of steel toes.
yeah, and and this guy, he was like, "Oh shit, man, he broke it." And I was like, and these are brand new boots, and I broke the fucking composite toe on it. And anyway, we go into the class, and I see him sitting right next to me, and he's like tearing up from the pain. And I felt so bad, man, because they're brand new boots. And anyway, it's
Well,
stupid.
fuck him. He opened that fucking. He's the one that opened Pandora's box. So I mean,
Hey,
shit. Fuck him on that.
I don't know. Composite to me, just because of that one experience, I don't know if it could have been a bad toe or whatever,
Maybe just didn't get
defect.
a strong enough or a good enough fucking boot too.
Yeah, or it could be a lemon, but anyway, I'm kind of against composite when it comes to like really protecting your feet. Especially if you're dealing with crazy heavy stuff. I'm not dealing with, that really the only thing that can like hurt me per se, uh, that I'd need a steel toe for is like if I drop a valve on my foot or, a pressure gauge. It's really only if I drop like, or I wouldn't even drop it. It'd be like if I tipped over one of these things because they weigh like 80 pounds. So, but
Oh, great.
I roll them around on carts. So. I don't I don't really see a purpose for it, but I'm sure something happened in the past or something, and that's why they make them do it. Anyway, composite, I I don't recommend if you're really, you know, messing with some dangerous stuff when it comes to weight, which I'm not, you know. I'm sure you
Yeah.
are. You're working on them
Oh,
darn
I'm definitely
semis.
am. What's and
Yeah.
what sucks about it is that the only boots I can really wear are steel toes. But some of the guys at the shop wear composite toe, but
Mm.
I mean, I don't know, man. Considering how cold it gets, I might have to get a pair of composite just for the winter. That's it.
Hey, if you get composite, just know that it's probably not as good as steel toe. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, I'm well aware of that.
well, with these composite toes, I've dropped it was probably a 50 or 60 pound log on them. Uh,
That's one big
from
shit, dude.
yeah, from roughly 3 feet up. I've dropped. So I mean, they've took. I mean, that would have broken some toes. That was stupid of me. I was in Porpoise at the beach house, cut down some palm trees, loading them into the trailer, right, trying to get rid of them. And anyway, it's just stupid of
That's one
me.
big
And
pile of shit.
yeah, anyway, that was not a fun 2 or 3 days. That was just manual labor from dusk till dawn.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's fine. Anyway, uh, so I mean, composite toes, I mean, these have proven, something. I mean, that would have broken a toe, so it stopped that. But I don't know, composite, kind of weary about.
Yeah, it's a little iffy. I'm sure if you get the wrong brand, it won't end well.
Yeah. Well, he had a good brand. He had Red Wings,
Uh,
or he had the Irish Settlers or something. It wasn't Red Wing. It was the brand that Red Wing owns. That's kind of their other brand. I forget what it is. Anyway, I mean, it was a fairly good brand. Um, so anyway, we're
let's
talking
hit the
about,
sweet spot.
huh?
Let's hit the sweet spot then.
Yeah, probably.
Just love
Uh,
both.
well, we were talking about comfort with this stuff. I think I have fairly wide feet, so I think that also has a say in whether these are
Yeah.
because like I feel the
You're
composite
also a
toe.
bigger guy too. You're also a dude on top of that. So,
What's the dude part have to do with anything?
well, your feet, in comparison to a woman, your feet are not going to be nearly as
Oh
narrow.
yeah, that's
I mean,
true.
yeah, you look at women's boots; those things are narrow as fuck. I don't know how the hell they wear that shit.
Yeah, well, it's just how we evolved. I
Yeah,
don't want to get into it, but that's just how it is.
physical
Um,
traits from evolution and shit.
yeah, but I mean, I have fairly wide feet, which I think is why I like the barefoot boots because they have a wider toe box. And like Keen, I've had a pair of Keen boots that I took up to Utah and whatnot. I had to throw them away recently because I wore a hole through them. They were that comfortable just because of how wide the toe box was. Like it felt like it fit my foot. Same thing with Crocs. They have a wide toe box. Like it feels like it
Yeah.
fits my foot. We were talking about Hey Dudes, right? Eric's a Hey Dudes guy. I'm a Crocs guy. And I think the main reason for that is well, one, I'm a bigger guy and I'd go through a pair pretty fast. Crocs seem to last a bit longer for me, but also just how they fit my foot, you know. Because like, hey dudes, with you, are they like fair? Like, are they pretty comfortable? Because I hear
Oh,
everyone
they're
talk,
really comfortable, dude.
I hear everyone talking about them, and they're like, man, these are the best things ever. And I put my feet in them, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, they're all right. They're not better than some tennis shoes, but they're all right. And everyone else like, man, these are amazing. These are great.
They're
Blah
not the
blah blah.
greatest thing in the world. I'll say that, especially if you're walking barefoot in them. for long periods of time, they start to hurt. But I mean, hell, you can wear them barefoot, and they are pretty comfortable. They almost become like a pair of fucking outdoor slippers in a way. I think
Yeah,
that's the best way I can describe it as outdoor slippers.
gotcha. Yeah,
At
so I
least
mean,
in comparison to mines, at least, because I've beaten the shit out of mines. I mean, mines have been drenched in rainwater. They've been fucking covered in sweat on the inside. They've been covered in dirt.
yeah,
They've stepped in shit and everything. I've worn these the fuck, and they're still going strong. I've had these for like a little over a year now,
okay.
almost a year and a half.
Yeah, so they're lasting you pretty good.
Yeah, but
Gotcha.
also I wear boots more often on top of that, so you know.
Yeah, which I do too. Like if you come out and if you see us on the regular, or me at least, I'm either wearing my Thorogoods, my Lucchese's, or my Crocs. Like those are the three. If you catch me wearing something else, I'm having an off day. I'm going on a date or something, and I gotta dress up a bit better. Lucchese's are very nice. Those are my date boots, but I have another pair of date boots. Or some Canaans, and anyway.
Ooh, you just cut out right there.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that popped up in the recording, but it popped up on my end.
Okay, I doubt it will because this is directly into my computer.
Yeah,
But
so this is coming from you.
yeah, maybe we'll see. I don't know. Anyway, you got
But speaking
anything?
on the date boots and stuff, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm kind of the complete opposite in a way
Hmm.
because I mean I've got so as far as boots are concerned, my Durangos, I've worn those out to the point where they're kind of not really wearable anymore unless
Yeah.
you want like really fucked up arch support and that guy just hurts your feet more. 'Cause,
Yeah. They
again, I've had those boots since like 2022.
they are officially shit kickers. Shit
Yeah,
kickers.
they're
Yeah.
like they're like that's like a last resort for me, pretty much at this point.
Yeah. Or if you know that you're gonna be like, sorry, I feel like I'm about to sneeze. I'm gonna have to cut that out.
The way that fucking sounded,
How'd it sound?
fucking just I was like that like distantly. Like what the
Um.
fuck?
Yeah, I'll cut that out. Um. Anyway, uh, what were we? Dude, I lost my track of mind.
We're talking about like date boots and stuff. I
Oh
just
yeah, you
popped
were
the shit
talking
getters.
about, yeah, shit cares. So what's your date boot? What?
My date boot would have to
Yeah,
be my Laredos.
see, and those are nice boots. Those are nice, nice
They are
boots.
nice boots. I do genuinely like them. In all
Yeah,
honesty,
you know,
good choice.
I was talking to a buddy of mine, and he was saying, or he only has two pairs of boots, right? He has a extreme shit kicker style boot, like holes in them,
Oh my god.
soles about to fall off, all this
Like
stuff.
your boots from like fucking sophomore year, the ones that was like the hole in the toe,
Yeah, exactly. Like that.
pretty much
Yeah,
coming off.
exactly.
So
Yeah, the heel was like falling off. Yeah. Okay, so imagine those, and then he has something a little bit better than your Durangos. Not much better, but a little bit
it's,
better shape. Anyway, those are his date boots, right? And this guy isn't like crazy stressed about money or nothing, right? Like
yeah.
he's got some cash. And anyway, he goes out on dates and he's wearing those, and I'm like, man, I don't know
Still have a nice
me.
pair of boots, man.
I don't know me. I like to dress up every once in a while. It's kind of fun for me. Put on a
Yeah.
put on a
Like going
button
to a
up, and
concert or some shit.
yeah, it's kind of like that.
Or
Put on
like
a button
some kind
up.
of party or something.
Yeah, exactly. I'll throw on some fucking cologne, which I never do except for like on dates. Like
I'll,
you
I'll do it
know,
too. That's my breathing off.
Yeah, but I mean, every once in a while it's kind of fun to do that and kind of go to a nice restaurant and go out in the town and try and look good, which is tough for me.
Hell yeah.
Um, but anyway, this guy, he's just like, like me, I'm a really relaxed guy when it comes to clothes. Like I got jeans with holes in my butt, and I got shirts with holes all over them,
Yeah.
and I'm a relaxed guy. Like I don't care what you wear. I don't care what I wear.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Every once in a while, I want to look, you know, do something kind of nice, especially if I'm trying to impress someone or something. And this guy, he's just like, nah, that ain't for me. Which I respect, but I just don't understand.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of like that. Like, I'm kind of like you in a way, but difference between me and you is that I like to dress up a little more often. Like when I go out in public and stuff, I like to look a little nicer. I'll
Yeah,
say,
you
but
do,
yeah,
which I
but
like
when,
about. Go ahead.
yeah, but it's like when I'm not really going anywhere and I know I'm not going anywhere, man, I don't fucking care what I wear. I could be walking around with a damn RV butt ass naked. I don't give a shit.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like
Ultimate
I,
freedom.
well, yeah, but like, all right, man. Let's not talk about
Sweet.
how you're secretly a nudist. All right. Um.
I don't do that shit, man. Fuck off.
Anyway,
Not yet.
yet. Just wait till you buy some land and I come over to your place. You're just sitting on a
I was
lawn
walking
chair.
around the land bare ass naked.
Yeah.
I'm one with nature, man.
The only clothing that you have is like a pair of boots and a bandana on. That's like
No, I got like a speedo on instead.
there, there you go.
A pair of cowboy boots, a speedo, and a fucking bandana.
Hey man, I think that's the new fit.
That's some
That's what's
super
gonna
trooper
impress all
shit.
the
Dude, that's some super trooper shit, I swear.
yeah, yeah. Um, yeah. I was looking at getting some like a nice pair of pants, right? Because I'm a Duluth guy when it comes to pants. Uh, don't ask me why, but they are the most comfortable.
Oh, I know why.
Well, yeah, the fucking patch right there,
Yep.
next to your
Mm-hmm.
balls, so you can actually
The
sit
ball pouch.
down without your nuts being smashed into your asshole,
Weird.
So yeah, I
That's
like
the
them for
wrong
that.
way to describe that. Jesus Christ.
Well, you know what I'm talking. When you sit down with some pants and they're like a bit tight there, like
Yeah,
you
it
know what I'm
feels
talking
like
about.
that. It feels like the jeans are crushing your fucking ball sack like in back into your body.
Yeah, and this prevents that. It doesn't. It doesn't.
Better
I
than
don't feel that.
fucking ball sack up the ass.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you get what I'm trying to say. These are anyway. These are like my pants. And I was looking at buying like a nicer like these are nice pants. Don't get me wrong, and they have some like dark blue wash stuff, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. I was trying to look into getting something different, just try something out. Uh, and I've came across this brand. I forget what they're called, but they're denim. It's like a crazy thick denim. It's like thicker than most shoe leathers, and in denim, right? Like it's crazy thick. And I was thinking, oh man, these are gonna be awesome. These are gonna be my new like nice pair of pants. Like go out on a date pants, right?
And you
Um
put them on, and they're like fucking dress pants,
yeah, exactly.
tight as
Dress
hell.
dress blue jeans.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You said
And
how you start making a face that makes you look constipated, and your date asks, "Are you okay?" And you're like, "Everything's fine. It's all okay. Don't worry about it."
well, these have the patch in it too. It's not Duluth is not the only one that has this fucking patch, because I think companies are starting to figure out that guys don't like their balls smashed
being
when they sit down.
smashed together.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're a testament to that.
yeah.
How many
Maybe
times
some
you've done it?
maybe some people like it. Maybe maybe that's why some people buy different pants. Maybe, but it ain't for me.
Yeah, but it's not going to solve the issue in fucking freshman year ASL class.
All right, man. Let's anyway. I was looking at these pants, and
That's a weird ass laugh.
they were like $100, and I ended up not buying them purely because I'm trying to save up for some other stuff right now. But once I get some more freedom with my money, I think I'm gonna save up for a pair of them. They're pretty nice. They're a it's weird the coloring on them. It's very deep, like a deep um like lapis looking blue, right? And anyway, it shows how it wears, right? They show pictures of it worn after a year, 2 years, 3 years, right? Just years later down the line of people wearing them, and they have like some crazy colors underneath them. It's like it switches from like a yellowish tan to like a brown to a like a light blue to all these different undertones underneath the dark blue. And anyway, it seems really cool. So I don't know. I'm thinking about getting me a pair of them.
Hell
It's,
yeah.
it's one of them. Anyway, I think that's good enough on our podcast for this week. I know it's kind of all over the place, but we're just kind of throwing something together real quick
Yeah.
just to get something out there because we need to. And we'll start posting our individual reviews more often because we we haven't really done that besides like maybe once or twice on shorts, right? We haven't really made a video,
Yeah.
or if we have it, anyway, we're gonna get into that and uh like, subscribe, you know, do all that stuff. There's the darn notifications, make sure that's on. Uh
YouTube's a bitch about that.
yeah. All right. Anything else, Eric, or about it?
Let's see here. Hitler did 9/11.
Look, man, we're not getting into these conspiracy theories. They're true, all right? Just not right now.
Not right now. Not yet.
Yet.